how much and what kinds of activity you're seeing just heading into 2021.
Yeah. So first of all, thank you for having me, Emily. So I mean, as you mentioned, we saw these impressive numbers in increase, and if you compare, even before we have some stats comparing Q1 last year with Q4 last year, and the amount in fraud scams, 250% online fraud scams. The amount of impersonation, so someone trying to pretend to be you to gain access to your financial services systems or to your credit cards, over 600%. Right, so it's been rampant, and it was already happening, but with this acceleration to digital that was kind of forced upon us, and particularly in the financial services area, it really blew up, and that basically increased the demand for these type of solutions.
So the unemployment system, for example, was plagued by $63 billion in fraud as unemployment was doled out to millions of Americans amidst the pandemic. How could your technology help?
We work, I mean, I cannot say too much about that, but when we work with, classified systems or with high security systems like the one you mentioned, making sure that, the money flows and gets to the consumers, that's where it needs to go. And it's done not only in an efficient way, but in a safe way. So what we essentially do is we work with organizations to ensure that whenever they wire money, for instance, PPP loans, or for instance, the checks are being wired, sent to people, we ensure that they get to their rightful, people, and to make sure that they land in the hands of the people that deserve it and that they're stand for, not used for cyber criminal activities. And we do this at scale, not only in the US, but also in many regions throughout the globe.
So talk to us about your coming plans. You're working with KKR. Any plans to go public?
So, it's interesting. So we've been approached, and it kind of speed up last year by a number of firms. And the same way they chose us, KKR chose us as we're becoming the leader in this space. We chose them because their vision is very aligned with our vision. So they pick up leaders in the different spaces they work on, and what they ensure is they understand where do we want to go. And our vision is to ensure that we become the platform for financial crime risk management across your all the touch points you use as a consumer, from the moment you try to open an account to the moment you're transacting. And just to give you some stats, up to 5% of the money that flows into financial services systems is used for money laundering. We make sure that doesn't happen, or that stops. And they've realized that we would be the company that becomes that player. They're aligned with our growth. My intention is to be that independent company. If that's an IPO or if that's another mechanism, we will see. But clearly, they're betting on us winning this market the same way we're executing to that.